Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Energy Transition Lab brought to you by Wärtsilä. I'm here again with my friend and colleague, Matti Rautkivi. Hey, Matti, how are you doing?
Hey, hi, Björn. Good. How about yourself?
Well, we are coping here in this COVID situation, and I really want to get right into what's happened now in the marketplace, because that is something that is really eye-popping what's going on here. I see you've made some changes to the tool. Can you just briefly mention to the audience what's new here?
Yes, so a lot of positive feedback, a lot of users, and one thing that was still missing early this week were the prices. So now we have added the prices here. What you can see that the average day-ahead price for all European countries. So and what is interesting about in these prices is that they are heavily down. So by clicking the countries that Germany compared to previous year, and now we have selected basically the COVID period. So from the mid-March until last Sunday, they are 50% down. We see really similar price levels. If we go to Spain, Spain for instance, 53% down, and I think that the highest or the lowest electricity prices that I saw were in Norway, that were 86% down compared to previous year. So interesting to see. The numbers are interesting that we got it here, but the price levels, Björn, this is something that I think we've never seen in Europe before.
No, I think interesting is the understatement of the year here, Matti. I think let's talk a bit about the money side of this. I mean, if you're saying that the prices are down by 50% year on year, well, let's get back to that in a minute, because that must be then directly translated into the revenues of generation companies. But first of all, what's causing this?
Well, it's COVID-19. That's definitely the main thing. You can analyze this and get all the details, but one thing is easy to understand. So supply and demand. So demand is down. There is still the same supply. We have talked about that the renewables are still generating. They don't care about COVID-19. So that's causing majority of this, and of course that's linked then to the CO2 prices. They are down also because of the supply demand, and then the oil price is affecting the gas price and commodities in general. So this is purely, I would say, done by the COVID-19. Of course, some elements related to Norwegian hydro and renewables, but this is the situation with the COVID.
All right. Let's get back to then what this means now. Let's get back to the business case here and the money side. So what does this mean? Let's look at it from a generation company point of view.
Yeah, of course. So let's look Germany here. That 50% down compared to last year. So it has been now 18 euros. So compared to last year, you're making half the money. So imagine that you have let's say wind, solar asset, nuclear, coal, anything inflexible, basically, that you are not able to dispatch. So you are making less money. If you're generating the same amount of electricity, every megawatt hour that you produce, you are making half of the money. So definitely the generation side is losing money, or not at least making so much money. But I would bet that with these price levels, for example, in Germany, 18 euros, that we see that many of these assets, majority of the assets are losing money when they need to run now. So that's something that from the generation side, that I would say that the utilities are really struggling or thinking that what to do.
All right. And if we continue continue our deep dive on Germany,
yes.
What are we seeing then in terms of price development here? Prices are down, sure. What else are we seeing?
Yeah, well, that's the interesting part, and I already changed here that where we can see the hourly level stuff here, and what we see here, the day ahead price is that they are down. So and they are across Europe, they are down. So that's obvious. But then we start to see this kind of negative prices here more regularly. So if we take mid-March, there has been a couple of euros, 30 euros negative prices, and they happen on a weekly basis. And then last Monday was a really cool day in that sense that 75% of electricity in Germany was produced with renewables, and the prices hit negative 80 euros per megawatt hour, almost 80 euros. So what we see is that prices are low, but we see more volatility, and that volatility or price change, that's actually a really cool thing, and that's something that somebody's making money with that. But you need to guess who is making the money.
So you're saying that prices are generally down, but volatility is up.
Yes.
We spoke last time here about the power of flexibility in a system like this. I'm guessing that's where you're going with this. So can you open that up a little bit here? What does it mean in this price environment?
Yes. So now, and this is a really interesting. I was quite excited about this. So the prices are down 50%. So all the generation is making less money. So they are making less money. But at the same time, when we took this period, so basically the COVID period for Germany, price is 50% down, and generation making less money, but energy storage is making 20% more money compared to previous year. So energy storage is making more money. Flexibility is making 20% more than previous year, and I think that it's a pretty interesting fact that now when we have this crystal ball to the future, or this kind of future electricity system, that we have more share of renewable is higher, that we start to see this, that yes, this is how the system works, but we already see now, based on the price development, that flexible resources are making more money. Energy storage is making 20% more money. This is kind of snapshot to the future that we have been talking.
But wait a minute, Matti, you're saying that everybody on the generation side is severely hurting from a 50% lower revenue stream, but storage is making more money. How do you make that equation?
Yeah, so as storage is not generation, it's storing electricity. So it doesn't matter that now if the price is 100 euros and 50 euros, so you are charging when the price is low. Let's say that you are charging when it's 50 euros per megawatt hour, and then you are discharging when it's 100 euros per megawatt hour. So you're making 50 euros per megawatt hour profit, charge, discharge. So now if the price is negative minus 100 and then negative 50, you are still making that money. So there is still you are making money with the difference in prices with the energy storage, while with the generation you are making money with the absolute sum. So if the price is minus negative and minus 50, energy storage is making still good money, but generation guys, they are screaming, they are losing, they are hurting heavily. So that's why it's
wow,
super interesting that now when we see this new balance, I would call it, that lower prices in general, consumers win. Everybody wants lower electricity prices in general as a consumer, more volatility, that more flexible generation is making more money, because that's what we need. So people can argument that the market is not functioning because the prices are negative, but I say that it's working perfectly fine. It's giving exactly the right signal that what type of capacity we will need in this kind of high renewable system in the future.
Again, Matti, fascinating pieces of insight, brilliant analysis. I think this is another eye-popping insight, I think, coming out of this work. In summary, flexibility, like we mentioned last time, is definitely the winner, and the fact that in the storage space you can make money from the price different rather than the price itself. Amazing stuff. Let's continue the discussion. To all of our listeners out there, please engage. Please reach out if you want to join this webcast. That's also something that we're more than happy to facilitate. And let's keep the conversation going. This is an evolving situation, which I think deserves everyone's attention. Thanks a lot, Matti.
Thanks, Pierre. My pleasure.
Talk to you soon.